Welcome to PAF552, Integrated Emergency Management. The goal of this introductory lecture is to help you get a sense of what to expect during the course, to maximize your likelihood of success, and to generate a little bit of anticipation about what is in store. This class is a familiarization with the principles of emergency management. Specifically, it covers the origins of emergency management, local response to emergencies, some of the intricacies of the Department of Homeland Security, and other standard elements of the contemporary emergency management scene. However, of special significance is the quote-unquote integrated piece of the course. Frankly, no effort to manage emergencies is truly successful if it's not done in an integrated fashion. That is to say, there are a lot of variables and they rarely occur in a repeatable, linear way. Successful emergency management is not about following a matrix. That's a way of saying that emergency management is both art and science. It's not good enough to have the post-Katrina Emergency Management Reform Act memorized, or to be able to replicate the entire organizational chart for the Department of Homeland Security with your eyes closed, if you cannot adeptly communicate that information to governors, city council members, public works directors, local church leaders, and media outlets. Recognizing that each of them, of course, has a distinctly different motive for listening to you in the first place. It's important to remember that language is important in the emergency management environment. While some terms appear synonymous, they communicate very different things in this setting. For example, an exercise is actually different than a drill. Planning can be different than preparedness, and there are nuanced differences between resilience and recovery. Part of the course is increasing your familiarity with the terms so you can maintain an intelligent and informed discussion with professionals in the emergency management world. Learn the accurate meanings for words in the emergency management context, and then use them liberally. Your newfound lexicon will impress others and lead to more accurate communication. It's a win-win. Independent studies are a part of this course because compliance with them is required by the federal government. While they all fall firmly in the category of pedagogy, they are an important part of succeeding in emergency management. After all, state, local, and tribal emergency management programs take their cue from the federal government. Do not wait until the last minute to complete these for a couple of reasons. First, they can take longer than you might expect to get through. And second, it may take up to 48 hours to electronically receive confirmation that you completed the course. 2 points of clarification. Make sure that you are taking the correct course. And, while IS 100 is helpful, it's not required. My course requires IS 1A. So navigate to the area of the page where it says Interactive Web-Based Course, and under the heading Take This Course, you click and then you are off to the races. The final exam will consist of 2 parts, a multiple choice portion and an essay. All material in the lectures, supplemental readings, and quizzes are at play in the exam. It will be posted on Monday of that final week, and it'll be closed on midnight of Friday at midnight. The customary Sunday deadline is not applicable on that particular week, so that I have some time to grade them. You may have heard this before, but even if you have, it bears repeating. This is grad school. This is not grade school. This means that the expectation is that you are taking this course because A, you actually wanted to, and B, because you expect to learn something from it. I am operating on the assumption that you're interested in learning more and in sharing from experiences you already have. To that end, there is a brief section in the syllabus titled Course Philosophy. There I articulate the difference between pedagogy and andragogy. I won't repeat that here, but I want to point out that in the discussion posts, it really is not about having the right or wrong answers, but about thoughtful discourse. It's about exercising your mind, drawing off of past experiences and adjusting your general view throughout the experience. It's okay to say, well, this is what I think, and then later to actually change your mind. The discussions should remain largely at a strategic and not a tactical level. That is to say that the goal is to think at a policy level and not at a day-to-day task-oriented level. Jeremiah Ouyang is quoted as saying, strategy is done above the shoulders and tactics are done below the shoulders. There's plenty of tactical work to be done at your normal job, but this class is a chance to keep your head in the clouds. Margaret Heffernan said, for good ideas and true innovation, you need human interaction, conflict, argument, debate. There are a lot of people willing to collect a check in emergency management, but saving the lives of future generations, if that's what you're about, then what we really need are innovators. We need creative, enthusiastic, dare I say messy thinkers. So not only do you have a license to wax philosophic here, but I encourage you to do so in the discussion boards. All right, that's it. Learn, engage, and get it done. Let's do this.